This model kit review is of the SR-71 Spyplane. It's by Testors, and it's a 1/48 scale model, and it's quite a large one. This one includes a book, and it's supposed to include all these things, but we'll see. I don't think all of those things came in. This is obviously a very old model made by Testors. They don't make models anymore. These are the things that were supposed to be included. It's a very, very large but beat up box. I wanted to have a 1/48 scale version of this to match the same scale as my other models. Let's have a look inside. So we have our instruction sheet here. We do have the book. I'll have a look through that. This one's actually already been started. And you can see the two wings with their wing tips, as well as the engines with air intake areas. These have been glued together. We have a fair amount of surface detail here. And all these panel lines though are raised. They do have some nice surface detail there. Over here we have the cockpit with the instrument panel. You can see there's a fair amount of surface detail here. Here's the other two ejection seats. A lot of surface detail. Very nicely molded actually. Looks like part of the exhaust of the engine. And possibly air-to-air refueling. Here are the air intakes. Very sharp, pointy intakes. And they're not quite lined up, so they'll need some sanding and filling. We include two brushes that we'll probably never ever use. And here's the other exhaust. Here is our cockpit glass, which is actually nicely molded. There is some flashing, which is usual for the clear glass. But you can do versions 1 or 2, A or B. Here's part of the fuselage. This must be the lower portion. Oh, sorry, this is probably the upper portion actually, because here's the lower portion with the nose wheel. Some additional body panels here. And this looks like the back part of the wing. Here are the two tails. We have some additional little parts here and there. Here we have, looks like our wheel wells, and the alternate version for the cockpit if you want to make it higher. Here's our part of our landing gear. And exhausts. Difficult to see some of those details because it's molded in black. Our wheels. And landing gear. Looks like our wheel covers as well. Here are the decals. This actually is a very impressive set of decals. Lots and lots of little details. And they're still in really good condition. Let's have a look at our instructions here. So it looks like you can make the A or B version here. And looks like the B version had a higher up co-pilot. So you start to build the cockpit here. You need to put the glass on there, and fuselage, and the rest of the fuselage starts getting built, as well as the tail area, the back of the fuselage. We have our engine nacelles with the exhausts and our tails getting put onto the fuselage, and then depending on which version we're making, the cockpit can be open or closed. Either one or two of them. It's for A, and this is for the B version. Put on the wheels and landing gear, and then our painting and decal guide. And here's the painting and decal guide here. And they include this very nice book here, which shows some of the details of the actual plane. For example, the fact that these air intakes are pointed inwards. It gives you a lot of the details about the plane. Here you can see some of the details of the cockpit. And the different options there. Versions at least. And here you can see some photographs of the plane outside, so you can see the options to add additional details. There's the radar, the fins that fold up. So this is a great resource to use if you want when you want to make the a lot of details here. Things like that, showing you those details.